It's your girl Ju, and we're here with a video. And today I would like to talk a little bit about postpartum depression. So a little bit of a backstory about me is I got pregnant in 2018, had my baby in 2019, and while I was pregnant, girl, guess what? I was getting a whole master's degree in social work. So that means I was getting that I was working full time, going to school full time, and doing internship full time. How was I doing all three and being pregnant? Ask my 23-year-old self that, because my 28-year-old self could never. So I just said all that to say is that I, fresh into the adult world, I jumped right in it and started flying. I'm talking going 100 miles an hour. Like, graduated college, got my own apartment, got pregnant, had a baby, and was doing this shit. I barely even set up my own appointments. And you mean to tell me I got to set up appointments for a whole baby? For the next 18 years, 19 plus, because my mama still take care of me. So like, I didn't really know at the time, like after I had my baby, I really didn't know what depression was. I was just like in full blown mommy mode, because when I had my baby, that was like the start of all problems with me and my man. And they say, like, soon as you have a baby, shit go downhill. And it did start going downhill. Like, we weren't able to communicate. Like, all the things that we were able to bypass before having a baby, it was just, it wasn't cutting it anymore. So, like, that, on top of, like, making sure that my baby is good, on top of, like, trying to figure out how to be an adult and a mom at the same time, girl, look, it's a lot. It's a lot. And at the age of 20, like, I don't understand how the, like, young people younger than me do it, but, like, me doing it at a reasonable age, I would say, my younger self would say at a reasonable age, I did the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, not a lot of people have walked a mile in my shoes, so you don't necessarily know how much I can take. But I didn't even know how much I could take, because, like, me not knowing how much I can take and just constantly being a yes man, not ever saying no, put me in a bind. So, like, what I've learned in managing depression after having a kid is it's important to, one, set boundaries. Saying no. Boundaries don't necessarily mean that you are stuck in a box. Boundaries mean that you're going to... Why did that turn off? Boundaries are just limits that you are going to abide by, or like a line. Boundaries are like a line that you're not going to cross. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for instance, a boundary that I've had to set in the past was, you know what I'm saying, like, when I have company over, y'all gotta leave by 9 o'clock. 8:30, really. Y'all really gotta go. I want to be in my bed by 9:30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be saying that for real. Like, y'all ain't got to go home, but y'all got to get up out of here. Boundaries can look like turning your phone on do not disturb. Like, you're not about to call me. I don't really want to fool with your shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? Like, cutting limits and ties with certain family members, like, because family members will do it to you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, boundaries with your kids, mommy time. My daughter knows for, like, what mommy time is, what daddy time is. Like, mommy just want to be alone. She might not like it, but she understands, like, okay, mommy needs a break. And so that's really something that's really important in my house. Is just, like, especially when I get off work, having to pick her up, she just want to talk. But, like, baby girl, I just got off work and I just been talking to people all day. I do not really want to talk to you right now. I really don't. And it's not, and I'm a Taurus, and people say that all the time, you so evil. It's not me being evil. It's just, like, I need my time to, like, decompress, so that way I can give you my 100% self. Because, like, if you're pouring from an empty cup, what's going to happen? you're not going to get anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, say, for instance, you go to the refrigerator and you pull out a juice carton and you trying to pour from the juice carton, but ain't nothing coming out. Well, that's baby girl because it's empty. So, like, you can't give someone something that you don't have. So that's why it's important that you don't pour from an empty cup, because, like, if you're giving your kid that what's left, what are you giving your kid? You're not giving your kid the mommy or the daddy that they need from you. So it's really important that you have that, you know, that time to like decompress and get your thoughts together, have you a little sippy sip of drink, a smoky smoke or what. But it's whatever you do in your time is your business. You know what I'm saying? Another boundary. What I do in my house is my business, not anybody else's business to discuss or to talk about. Having positive self-talk, number 2. Because, girl, you can get stuck in, like, the negative self-talk, like, oh, I'm not good enough, or this wasn't meant to happen, or this always happens to me, or I'm only good for this, I'm only worth this, or I'm so dumb, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly. But, like, once you continue to pour those negative thoughts into yourself, to believe those things. And when you believe those things, it's unhard to unbelieve those things, or to find, you know what I'm saying, to like to do something different. When you have a bunch of negative self-talk, you start to believe that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you believe that you're fat, you're ugly, you're this, you're that, then you believe it. And if anybody tells you that you're pretty, you don't believe them, or you're like, girl, you're just talking, or blah, blah, blah. But once you start pouring positivity in yourself, you know what I'm saying, it starts to become a natural thing. You start to believe it, like, oh, I do look good. These jeans do make my butt look fat, or, you know what I'm saying? So, like, hype yourself up. Be your own hype man, because if you're not your hype man, why are you expecting somebody else to be your hype man? Like, that gives weird energy to me. Like, why are you expecting someone else to be your hype man? Be your own hype man for yourself. Like, what? Because at the end of the day, who's going to be there for you? Who's always going to be there for you when no one else will be? I'll wait. So that's why I say be your own cheerleader. Be your own hype man, because you got to do it for you, so that way everybody else hop on the bandwagon and do it with you. You get what I'm saying? Be a trendsetter. Another thing, I'm very selective of who my daughter goes with, whose house she go to. And those people that she does go to, her Mimi and her Auntie Desi and her grandma house, those are the only people that she goes to. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people like that always hit me up like, J-Bug, you want, I want to see Bina, this, that, and the third. Go, let the baby go, because even if it's just a few hours to where you can just sit in the house and enjoy peace and quiet, take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even it'd be like times where I'm not doing nothing. I know I ain't going nowhere this weekend or that weekend, but my baby gonna have a sleepover at her Mimi house, and she going from Friday, and I'll pick her up Sunday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Like, those babies, they need that time away. They need time away from you too. That goes into boundaries though. But another thing, set goals for yourself. Like, don't be scared to dream big. You know what I'm saying? But always remember that if you have a big goal, follow it up with some little goals too. Because in order to get to that big goal, you can't just get to that big goal overnight. You got to set little goals and meet those goals and stay consistent with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that has helped me to overcome and bypass, not bypass, but cope with my depression. Because depression is something that if I'm triggered, I'm triggered. You know what I'm saying? I can't control whether or not I'm triggered or not. It's more so what you control, and like when you're triggered. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to cope with it? How are you going to come back with it? How are you going to address it when you're triggered, when you're depressed? One of the things that I had to stay away from was social media. So, like, I just completely went incognito on social media for a period of time, and just kind of redefined and reevaluated who I was as a person. And that's something that I'm still doing to this day. Like, I'm creating a whole new platform for myself because I'm not the same person I was in 2014. And so all those people that I was following or befriended on all of my other social media platforms, those people only knew 2014 Justice or 2016 Justice or college Justice. You don't know adult Justice. So, and that's another thing, is like rebranding yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that I'm learning how to do. And this is what I'm doing right now through YouTube. And I feel like just knowing what you're worth and having that positive self-talk and those goals are something that's really going to help you to flourish and overcome the depression, the anxiety, all of like trying to figure out life. One other thing that has helped me, or that I use to cope, is linking up with my old friends from college. I wouldn't say old friends, but my line sisters, because those are the only ones that I really talk to for real, but outside of like one or two people from college. And girls, the girlies know who the girlies are. But just like, you know what I'm saying, sitting down, chit-chatting with them, even going on vacations with them. Like, I've been taking, I took numerous vacations within the past couple years with my line sisters, just random trips, even if it's an hour and a half drive up to go see somebody, going to, like, my other line sisters' kids' birthday parties, stuff like that, and just making, like, family trips out of it, or even mommy trips, girl trips out of it. So I take every little, like, even if it's just a weekend, girl, I take it and I run with it. You know what I'm saying? So, because it's just not like, it's like being a mom. You have to balance being a mom and being who you are as an individual, and balancing, like, if you're in a serious relationship, balancing being that role in that specific relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an easy task to do, and a lot of people don't give themselves credit with, but I'm here to say, give yourself some credit, boo, because you're doing a damn good job, okay? And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, because I got tons of content, more just like this or other content. Just let me know what y'all like. If y'all didn't like it, let me know down below, because honestly, I really don't care, because I mean, you don't like it, then keep going. But if you do like it, why don't you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you are notified when I drop a new video, okay? Anywho, cope, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.